Right, where we're working on the crystal oscillators at the moment for radio control units. And we're up to making the wire for the cable. So we will just continue with that. We're adding another floor to the wire factory. And I'm just about to add, I'll put down all the machines at once and get them ready for the, I'm going to configure all the machines on this floor in one go, I think. Let me just make sure that's my empty floor. Now I want to do them, the ingots going in the center because, yeah, like this one. I want to do this build. Is there enough room? Oh yeah. But that's only for 3. What's about the other side? Oh yep. Yeah, I want to replicate this. Make sure that's correct. Yeah, right, yeah. So I'm just going to chop a hole here. It's 1, 2, 3. It's in the 4th one. The foot's on the edge. That's 1, 2, 3. That's where it is now. Double check that. Yep, that's it. Oh, yeah, actually. I always forget I've got that one. The only thing is, for the last one, I'm going to have to go without. That's alright. Oh no. That's right, it's 18 per floor. It's there. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's in the 4th one. It's there. That's. I did that wrong again. No, I think it's alright. Yeah, but this one needed to be this one. Gaz, welcome. Akami for dinner. Meza get gritty and fat. Can't say I've ever had that, but it sounds nice. I hope you're doing well today, Gaz. I'm going to do... Right, I want construct a pole. Akami is all you can eat Japanese franchise, so there will be not one far from you, I bet. Ah, I see. I see. Yum. I'll have to look into that one day, that's for sure. Okay, that looks good. I want to have these. So there's going to be 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those 12 are all going to be for that way. Then there's 4 and 2. Is there anything? So that's those 12. I need these 4 right now, and I can make these ones next. Yeah, we'll just do that. That'll fill that up. That'll fill that floor. Yeah, we'll do that. So, I reckon these ones first. This is wired 100%. That's 45. Right. So I'm going to do 3 and 4. Back is a bit better as I found some leftover muscle relaxants from a bad back a few years ago, and some Nurofen. Oh, your back's a bit better. Nice. Okay. And some Nurofen. I should be good. Nice. Well, I hope so. No, I want splitter. This is the... Yeah. And if this is... In this case, it can be a smart splitter. No, we'll just do splitter to start off with. Maybe there. So I'm going to do this to here. And then there would be one there. And then if I had a smart splitter, I'm just wondering, I'm going to bring the ingots from that direction, I think. Yep. And then we'll just deal with the overflow in a minute. Oh. I did that twice. That's better. Alright, so I'll have incoming, so copper ingots, and overflow straight ahead for that way. And I think we'll do lose that. Right. That's all of that. We've all got power now. Right. Now, I'm going to do the output. The output the same way. Yeah, let's do this. I reckon... just for something different. Well, if it's going to go that way, that might... if it stops moving unnecessarily... that might work nicely if we do that. If I do that, and then come over here, that there, although that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, do that. So these are going to be putting out 90 in total. So 3 and 4. Something's not right. That's better. That there and then there. That's it. There. And then this can go all the way over to there. Nice. And then right. That's going to be the main output to wherever that needs to go. This here because that's the input, I'm going to put the I might put the sign on top. Right, so this one is for uranium fuel. So the next thing this is for is stators. And this is for, these need to be made on a different building. Because these are for, you idiot. The nuclear. But I'll make these ones for the turbo motors. I'm glad I sorted that out now. Oh, that's annoying. Just got to record that. Alright, that's alright. That still doesn't affect my plans, but copper ingot at, there's 180 by 12 machines is 15 each, and it's 360. It's 30 each. Right, well, they're done for later. Four machines. So I'm going to change I'm just thinking. That one. And that one. That should be right. No, it's, I can never remember. Right. Because I'm going to do we do a smart splitter here. Okay, these are wire at 7.5%. Copy that. Paste, paste, paste. That's right. That's an input of that. Yep, perfect. And then copy that. Paste that. Right. This is for the radio control units. And the next thing it's for is a cable. And it's 52.5 in by 4, which equals 13.125 each. And it's outputting 105, which is 26.25 each. Perfect. Right. I'm going to do the same output. So that there, and that there. That like that. This one actually, no. Goes there. Yep. So just going to get rid of that. So these are outputting that. That's not on the same line. Come back one more. Screw this one up as well. Right, that goes to there. I really dislike this that perspective. I could definitely fix that. Alright, I'm just going to take this off for a sec. Oh, hold on. I've got to wrap around my headphone cable. There we go. Alright. I made that more difficult than it needed to be, but anyway. What we might do is and then what's next? They'll I'm wondering if Do I go one higher? I think I will for this. So if I'm correct, that's in buffer still. Right, that's a bit better because I can then should be able to run a small belt under here if I want to for that. And then the last one is it would be this if I was doing a pair. This is for the magnetic field generator. Yeah, I reckon I can do this. So that yeah. This one's a bit different. Kind of and kind of not. Smoking, hello, I'm back. I am back. I was a bit sick there for a bit, but we're back now. I hope you're doing well. Right, this will be 80%. So I'm going to copy, paste. And then I'm going to do a couple of things here. First up, we need a sign. I'm going to copy that, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. This one is for the magnetic field generator. but it's actually for the stators. Did I spell that right? Yep. Okay, so stators. That's it. How is my buddy? Randy's doing well, thank you. He's having a bit of a snooze here, just, you know, just doing the usual. 24 in. 2 machines, 12 each. So then that's 48 out. 2 machines, 24 each. All right. Then, let me just have a look down below. Yeah, that's where my overflow goes. So what I'm going to do is I can actually just tap into that there. How did that go? Yeah, I can make that work, I think. I might do it here. Oh, yeah. Do that like that. And then I'll put that there. That's going to be the final place, but it's a marker. Okay, so if I had, that's there, yep. If I had a merger there, no, it would make more sense if it was. Like that. And then there, oh yeah, yeah, that'll be fine, yep, and then going that way. I might even do this. What I wanted. Like this. That doesn't line up there. So no, I won't do that. that gives me my overflow. That needs to be a 5 now. That's the 5 going downstairs. Yep, alright. So that's overflow dealt with. So if that there, then I know that we might just do that. So then so that yeah, I reckon that there, and that possibly there. Perfect, there's no clipping, that's outputting at that rate. Right, that's great. So I need to support this one. That's my problem. I didn't think about that. This is almost good. That is good. Alright, I'm going to go to the toilet. I will be back in a minute. Let me give you something interesting to look at. Something somewhat interesting. Back soon. Rightio. I'm refreshed. I think I made a mistake. I think we're okay actually. All I need is, I think it would be better if this was here. Like, oh, it could still be like that. This is just overflow we're dealing with here. And that's correct. So that is there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this would be fine. Just need to fix this. Right, so that is there. No, I just want to make sure. So I can't have... I can deal with that. This is a bit off, but I'm just doing something a bit different for once. I think. No, it needs to go across. One more. Right, so that's the overflow. And then this is the final one, so it can come down like this. But that needs to be lower. This here. So what I need here is that. To there. There we go, that should be my overflow. Alright, so I've got support for that one, that's fine. Works out quite nicely. This one. Right. So all my overflows dealt with now. I just need to bring in the different lines. I don't know if I've got... Let's just see. Let's go see what we've got. Actually, I'll leave that hole there for a minute. So we have... Oh yeah, well, so we will need to go up another floor, I think. Yeah. Alright, over here, the machine's not currently... So it's this one for the wire. Yep, that one. And this one is for copper sheets, which is later. Alright, so that's the only one I'm going to run right now is the wire. And that is going to be on the next floor up, I think. I don't know what they do, those trucks sometimes. That'll do for the moment. We're only doing this section of it. Are we? Yeah, I don't know. That's... I think the answer is yes. Just doing the lowest. Right, there we go. We'll deal with that. Well, no, I'll connect this side first. So this one's going to come in here and go, if it's the highest one, yeah, I think no, it's not this one, but that will be there for the future. So that could be one coming in there. That's probably one to be higher up. So the next one, I did one here. I could do one, two, and then that's the one I want. And then the last one will be this one. This is 180. So that'll be a Mark III. Just going to put them here while I think about it. And that'll deal with all of those. This is the one I want here. So that one would be, we'll deal with those later. This is the one I want. Maybe just refine that, I reckon. Right, well that's all hooked up for that one. So let's work out how we get it hooked up. We run it along. How have we been doing these ones? So it's going to be the output of just one machine. So it could go I want to leave that, actually that'd go all right. I think if I do this correctly, because that would be that's better. Yeah, I think that that's going to be fine like that. And then this is a, yep. That one's... I wonder if... No, I can't do that. That's fine. That'll be fine. But I think I should be doing this one on that side. So that like that. We'll deal with the proper alignment and everything later. Maybe put our next floor in, but that all seems perfectly fine. And now I just need to do the output of the wire to the correct location. That's all okay. That's going to come in and go up. So now it's this output here. It's going to feed into I already run belts over to here. I already decided that it's going to come in from that side. But it's not a big deal. What I'll do is, just to make sure, well, we haven't got our signs. These should be at 87.5%, right, okay. So this is for radio control unit. And the next step is the crystal oscillator. We've got wire coming in. There's 105 coming in. That's 52.5 each. And cable is what's coming out at 52.5. Two machines. It's 26.25 each. Right, so that alright. A slight hiccup. Oh, actually, no. This is the one. No, it's the wire output. No, actually, no. Nothing's... I'm thinking about something else. This is fine. Yep, no, this is all fine. That's coming in here. We're just going to go... Why? Because there's other stuff coming. So we're never going to use... Yep, alright, so let's do this. This is 3 and 4. This better be Mark 2. Yep. Oops. Right, here's my output here. So I might be able to go yeah, I can. Right, so I reckon if that's going to be Perfect. Fantastic. Definitely looks like it's coming through at the right rate. That's going to flow along here and around here, and then that's going to go out, and that's already belted. Alright, so we've now done the cable. We go back to our crystal oscillator. We need reinforced iron plates at 9.375. So that is here. One machine at 62 point. There we go, that's what we want. Right, they're coming in. That was a nice pickup. I'm going to go dump off some of my excess items over here. Alright, I think that's good. I'll just empty out some of my stuff in my inventory I don't really need. I'll get it again if I need it. They're processing. What are they processing in a moment? Hog remains. And then we've got spitter remains. dump some of this over here. That's much nicer. Perfect. All right. You know what? I don't want them going any faster. I actually might slow them down. There we go. It all goes pretty fast through all that. Alright, what have we got left? I think it's just stingers left now. There we go. Alright, we'll leave that be. I've got a tidy inventory now. And we're going to head over, if we just check our crystal oscillators to see if that cable has got there yet. And then we'll work on the reinforced iron plate. It's coming in right now as we speak. Yeah, it's doing its thing. Alright, perfect. Next up is the reinforced iron plate. I've forgotten where that's made. I'll follow the reinforced iron plate belts. think it's this factory here. Still not making any on this floor. Wonder if these are all running 100%. That one is. Yep. It's beautiful to see that. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so now we make one machine making bolted iron plate. At 62.5%. Hold on, I've got 27 stinger protein in my inventory. That must have been from changing a recipe, I think, or upgrading a belt. That's better. Right, this one here pretty sure this is how this goes. That's not right. That goes there. Oh, right, because they're... Oh, yeah, that's better. Yeah, okay. Yep. It's all overflow. Right. Put this here. So this is for the next one. Is Crystal Oscillator, radio control unit. So we've got $56.25 and $156.25. And it's outputting 9.375. Like so. Okay. Let's run that back and then we will bring in the let's just put these here. Alright, that's good. The output. I could run it back this side, but I don't. No. I don't know. You've got screws and plate. That one's taken up. That one's taken up. You can maybe get one through here. But then that's taken up, so that's a no. So I have to get this back to this factory. Yep. And it looks like all that is taken up. I reckon if we go back this way, there's possibly more room. I don't know. They're much of a muchness, aren't they? Alright. That's clear through here. Which one was that? Was I looking at? Second top. That one there. So is there anything there? It turns straight across it. I can fix that. Yep. I think that's going to be it. And that's going to go ideally, it won't matter. I'd go to here somewhere. So reinforced iron plate is the last one, and I was thinking of having it there. That's in the way there. I knew I'd have to move this sign again. Let's move it when we find the last location. maybe I won't need to. No, it's not clipping. Perfect. So I reckon here. I've done it the wrong way, haven't I? I hate that. You make the click, but it's like a split second before the click initiates. It rotates one more time. Right. I might. Rightio. Yep. Perfect. Now we just need to do the inputs. No, I need to finish running that back. Right, and this is where I need to, I would say, come down, maybe. Not there. But I reckon... Oh God. If I did it here, yeah, then I can use that. So not that one there. And then this could maybe go it's got to come to here, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, now we just need the input products. So I think the next four up, these are going to be compressed in more because the way I've done all this, there ain't much room. And the way these are coming down, they're taking up space. Well, I assume we're just going to keep doing the same. Alright. Screws. This one here. $156.25. Yep, let's go and have a look. So this is a screw factory. It's one machine, so are there any spare slots? unused machines. I tell you what, there's definitely... I could put one there, but we'll just leave that. I think I cleaned up a bit a while back, and that's why it's like that. But that is an option. Which actually... none on that floor. There's one here. Might use this one up. But the only, if I, because this is the steel screw, just to double check. I could make use of that lower belt. I might do that. Because I'm never going to use this otherwise. So if I understand this correctly, this is available. So are those, but they're taken up on the other side, I think. And then here I can drop down, do some jiggle physics and work through that. Or it's this one over here, so it doesn't matter. I can come along here. I can come under here. Yep. What's here actually? Yeah. There'll be a bit of squeezing, or not squeezing around it. There's a lot of room here, like. I don't know if the overhead beams line up the same. They don't. That's fine. use 60.1%. I'll do my input sign in a bit. Right. I reckon there. So it's Mark 3, so 3 and 4. Doesn't matter. So I think do it that way. That's exactly where I wanted to go. Wow. run that through. I'm wondering if it's the next one up. Let's just have a look at the... Nah, it's... We're going to have to change whatever we do, so it doesn't matter. No, it couldn't be anyway, because that one's... might have been able to, but anyway. Not a big deal. So now... Alright, and then... This one here goes to there. Perfect. Right, there's the input of that. That's for the steel, the screws. Now we need to get the steel beams all the way over here. Okay, so let's go for an investigation on probably along, I was going to say along this side might be the best. Let me just work out the lowest point we can bring them across. Probably there, like there's, I don't think, you look down there, there's other reasons why. So I would say we're looking at maybe can't be there, so it'll be the next floor up because those copper sheets intersect. Well, yeah. Next floor up's fine. The lowest one on the next floor up, I would say. Now I would go with the leftmost, I would think. So this one. So it would be here, there, and then across here. It's going to be on that wall side. Around here. So I'm looking at that one there. Bring in a whopping 3 steel beams per minute. No, I think it's this one here. Right, so that comes in there. Oh no, hold on. Still beams. I forget you've got to make the beams first. We could still do that. I'm actually... I'm going to say no to that right now. That height is fine for the beams heading back. This is the pipe factory, I think. Yeah. More steel beams, right. I reckon we should set up another 2. Finish that off. It would be too easy if it was steel ingots to screws, wouldn't it? Alright, we're making steel beams. That's this one here. That's what I want. So that now I would say we're going to do the same thing here. Conveyor floor hole right about there. So I was talking about bringing him in. Nice. Just getting these. It's quicker. The blueprints make it really easy just to do them as you go. Single and the doubles work nicely. Now I would say I'm still going to need one more layer of these. Actually, I didn't need the layer, but anyway. Alright, we'll run them back. And then this is going to go all the way to the bottom of that. This building, yeah. And it comes in on this floor here. I reckon if I came over let's think about this for a sec. Another floor down. That's pretty much all here. That's actually pretty funny because that's no way. That's remarkable. love it when a plan comes together. And I could even run it at that height. Is that gonna... Yeah, that'd be fine. So here, it's in the normal position. I might, no, all I gotta do is just get my little that can go there for a sec. Oh no. So close. What about if I go do... That doesn't matter, does it? They're not going to touch. Right, and that to there. That's pretty awesome. In that case, I need to go downstairs and do the sign on the input. This is for the next thing, it's reinforced iron plates. It's for radio control units. And there is steel ingot coming in. At 12. Can you revert again? Nut. Revert. Revert. And out come screws. Oh, hold on. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's not too. I can fix this. What are we? 156.25. Right. That's a beam. And then that's correct. The number might not be correct. It's 3. That's the number that's correct. Could still fit another machine here if I wanted to, but it's starting to get tight. This is it was just good to use up that floor hole nicely. Now we need to go back to the steel beam machine, hook it up to the steel pipe foundry, and then that will be making. Brala, how you going? How's the building going? It's doing very well, thanks. Coming in on a 3-stream streak, nice. We're just working on a reinforced iron plates for the crystal oscillators for the radio control units. And we're just about finished the steel beam, and then we'll be able to make the iron plate. So it's coming on nicely. How about yourself? How's things with you? Alright, so this one... I didn't do any overflow back there. Not that that's really going to ever happen at 3 for something a minute, but... Yeah, actually I'm not going to do it for that one. I'll do it this side here. But yeah, I can't see that overflowing, backing up. Famous last words. So it's the next floor up. I didn't blueprint any of this. But what's it doing? I think I've got one for this. We are smart splitter. Which direction's that going? That way. That's it there. You got this game on Xbox and you're loving it? Excellent. Yeah, it's a pretty pretty addictive game. Should come with a warning label. Oh, I don't get that. There's lots of deleting and rebuilding all the time. How far are you into it on the Xbox? That's 3.015. Sad you can't transfer saves from PC to Xbox. It'd melt the Xbox. Unfortunately. I'm sure there'll be some third-party tools that allow you to convert it. Like the Satisfactory calculator, you can load your save game. I'm sure there could be a chance there might be a way to do some magic like that, but who knows? That's a lot of magic to make something like that happen. I don't know if he's updated it for the Xbox. I don't know if he will or not. That's a lot of work. I think this would work though. So this, come around. Right, okay, so there's a, yeah, this might work. Would I do it there? I would probably, I suppose. So I'll say that. Hmm. Alright, so that should, if I put it there, I'm really not, no.
Thank you, Batboy4ever_ for the follow.
Batboy forever. Welcome. Coming in with a follow. Alright, so that's that there. I'm just wondering. No, I'm happy with that there. Okay, so this one. I need, where is it? That's like that. Alright, you're going to come in there and alright, that's one floor too high. So there. I think this one. Oh, it's all the way over here. Aha. Oh, well then we might just wrap it around. So which one is it? It's the. It's this one here. Yeah, it's this one here. So really doesn't matter too much. What I might do is oh wow, that's a new one. It's a nice weird twist going on there. Yeah. Alright, so I reckon Actually, yeah, we'll go there. No, I should do it this one. All right. So come to here. Can't really go. I suppose. That is a bit of a... Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to have to fix that, aren't I? That's a story for another day. Let's go down here. Going to move away from the congestion zone. And around about here, let's say there. You're in the way. What about... That seems okay there. And then oh yeah, that's okay. So if I did this here, this comes up here, and I'm going to go with, what did we decide with? I'm going to go as high as possible. That might work. That build looks awesome and complicated at the same time. It is when you, yeah, you're trying to move things around on the same factory floor. You think you can do something. You think, oh yeah, this will work. Compromises, I think, is the word. I'm just trying to move everything between all the different factories. So it takes me a bit to work out exactly where something should go. Yeah, I think that does need to But when we work it out, it works nicely. So now we've got, this is, everything here is leads up to the screws for the reinforced iron plate, for the crystal oscillators, for the radio control units. So now I just need to make the iron plate, and then we will have the crystal oscillators running. This is the one that was built that wasn't, I didn't record that one. Okay. Then, so yeah, now we go back to our reinforced iron plate. We need the iron plate. And that is this one here. And then I'll just, that's going to take about 10 minutes to fully run through. So we'll just keep an eye on it over time. Because those beams, they have to run over there, through there, get produced, over there, so forth. So there's a bit of time for that to happen. So then this factory here should be the iron plate. I need to make 3 machines. It looks like it's time for another iron plate factory. So another iron plate factory level. On a floor of these we make 1, 2. So I make 18 machines per floor. So we've got 3, 6, that's 9, 10, 11, not that one, that's a different production line, 12, 13, that'll be a different 4, that's 12, 13, 16, 17, 18 with that one. No, that's a different one again. There's a few I can do. Alright, well let's start. But I think oh, there's my overflow there. I think on the next floor I'm going to move them that way each way. And I might have my inputs on the outside and the outputs on the inside. No, the outputs on the inside. Yeah, yep. That's what we might do. So in that case, because there's only going to be a double. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright, so let's do I'll do a combination of fully set up machines and so I'll do one whole side here will be, I think I'll do this side over here is the fully built ones. That'll be my 6 and my, I might just build those to start off with. So I want that there. So if I want this, I'm going to start off with, I want that there. And they go, oh, hang on, let's do this. That would be there. Yep, alright, so if I go down here, the machine's on the second, the third foundation. Alright, so I want that there. There is it, so it's the articulating arm. That's where I want it there. Yep, alright. It's a bit easy to build it before you put the roof on, I find. Right, so that's like that. I'm happy with that. I'll do everything else inside. So let's put the important things down. I don't see any steel beams coming along yet, so we'll just keep an eye on that. There could be some heading along there now. That actually looks promising. go. We'll give it power. Oh, hold on, we'll put these stairs on. Nice. I love how that all comes together. Just so nice. It looks like my new screws are making their way over. No, they should be, if they were, they'd be on this belt here. Let's just see what's going on. We haven't received any yet. Oh, looks like I'm missing a floor hole there. Illusion broken. Right, so they're coming in, I'm pretty sure. Ah, here's our problem here. This belt here is broken. It's quite annoying you can't put things on a belt. We'll look on that in a minute. We'll just let that keep going. Back in here, we're going to use these three machines. These first three. Where's our overflow? What the direction does that follow? On this floor I just went straight down, didn't I? It's going that way. So I could join on. Hold on. There's a whole bunch of machines here. I didn't see these. Ah. How many is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I might leave those for the other. And I'm going to do the 3. So the overflow. Not there. Ah, there. Oh yeah. Okay, alright, so let's just put that in there temporarily. Right, so it's more temporary for the moment. In that case, I might start here. With my do I want them running that way? Yep. So I could have that there. Right. Which way? Got time for a save. Alright, there we go. Oof. Overflow connected. Alright, these are the next thing is reinforced iron plate, and it's for radio control units. There is iron ingots coming in at 84.375. Is 28.14 each. And then plate is the output at 56.25. 3 is 18.76. These are at 93.8%. Power. I didn't do the power. Where is our over here? That. I don't like it. Well, actually, that's fine if it was there. All right. Let's hook those up to the reinforced iron plate first. Iron plate. I haven't seen screws coming out yet, so let's just check where this is all up to. Yep, they're coming in. This isn't hooked up. I don't get it sometimes, these stubby lifts. Definitely the lift that's the problem. And you know what? We're just going to go without the lift for this time. we're just going to let the screws do their thing. Alright, now we know that they're all working. Let's go and work out how we're going to get that plate over there. It's going to have to be up on this next level, I think. Can't be any of that. I do have iron plate going this way. These holes are empty. Why is that? Okay, I can use those that way, at least one of them, probably, and then yep, and then partially because of this, but if I could bring something along one of these two, let's say if I could do that, would that work? Because I can drop it down. I think so. This is the... Yep. I think that's it. How much iron plate's coming through? 56. So, I reckon alright, so this is the output. I reckon We'll do that. And then that's not going to work, is it? No, it doesn't need to. Maybe it needs to be on. It's coming in that way. Maybe it would be better if it was. I don't really think we need to do that now. Right, so we do that. I'm going to do it at that height there. Allows some more later. So if I do one, yeah. Right, so two. So that looks correct. Right, that's connected. Run it this way now, so I'm going to need to go that one there. That. Perfect. Alright. Out it comes. Perfect. That's going to come into there. Just want to check that screws coming in. Should tell me what rate they're coming in at. 156. Perfect. Right. So now we're just waiting on the plate. So now I just need to hook up iron ingots. And that production line's running. And then I think, yeah, that's the crystal oscillators running. Oh, hold up. Floors really aren't optional. So now I just need to bring in do I have the iron ingots already made? That's the question. Check on the next floor. Well, there's a chance, there's empty machines. There you go. Use modular frame. Use modular frame. Radio control units. 84.375 for 2 machines. That's what I need. So that's 2 machines. Alright, so I need output of that. To the floor below. So maybe what works best? Doesn't really matter, does it? There's nothing. There's not a high flow line along here, so I'll make it what I want it to be. In that case, I'll make it on this one. Is that wrong? No, it's wrong. Alright, and then we'll drop them down here somewhere. So we're going down. We're going down. So I think with this one I'm just going to do that. I think that'll be, yeah, that'll be fine. Right. Oh, I need to bring in limestone and ore, iron ore for that. So I think that's probably going to be where we take it off tomorrow. I need to get another iron limestone node and possibly another iron node. Does that mean we start bringing an iron train in? I do have the provisions for an iron train and a limestone. So that just might be time to start doing that. This is actually gonna... No, it's not. It needs to be like... Well, that's alright, because it's going to be needed in the future. That's better. Right, they're ready to go. But yeah, I think... Well, let's just have a look. Do I have... What do I have down here? Oh, I have an unused iron ore. Well, that's beautiful. And this is supposed to be limestone that's not being used. So I need to truck in a limestone node, which wouldn't be hard to do because I know where there is another one that I was thinking about bringing in. And yeah, ooh, that might be a good time. I'd like to swap the trucks over to batteries. That might be a nice opportunity to do that at the same time. And then we can, yeah. Yes. Trial it out in this building first. I'm going to have a quick break. I will be back in a second. Yeah. That's what we'll do in the next episode. And we'll get onto that. We're going to do the trucking in another load of limestone, and this iron node will get used up there for that. There, we'll work that out, and then we'll and at the same time we'll switch these trucks over to batteries. Turn off the turbo fuel, because then I can return turbo fuel back to some generators and get some more power. We're not short of power. Where are we at? So we've gone up about 4,000 megawatts, which has been good since we were on at 18 for a bit. So it's good to be using a bit more and see it being used. I thought we'd get the crystal oscillators done today, but clearly I need to get that limestone in so we can get that running. No, that's the last piece though, everything else is hooked up. And then it'll be the computers. I think we're going to wrap it up for today. It's been a good session. Let's see how many coupons we made today with all that extra protein DNA capsules. 15 today. Yummy. All right. Very productive today. We nearly got the crystal oscillators up and running. We got the cable finished. That was finishing off the wire. We then set up the reinforced iron plate, and then we got the screws set up into the reinforced iron plate, and we got the iron plate machines made, and we've hooked up the two foundries that are making the iron. However, I need to truck in another node of iron ore of limestone, because we're using the basic iron ingot recipe. I've already got a spare node of iron there, so all I've got to do is connect those up and we'll be right. We just have to bring in that load of the load of limestone, and yeah, we've got a truck station there ready waiting for it. And I think in the next episode we might even start to use some of those batteries we made recently, the 180 batteries per minute we're making, and we're going to switch over those trucks in that factory, the iron ingot factory, over to batteries instead of packaged turbo fuel, and that'd be great. So something to look forward to. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening and night, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. You saying goodbye?